Come on now, and you a parent. You know what I'm saying?
Parent too.
Yes,
I don't want our kid no more. I'm sorry.
What?
You don't be here. You don't be here taking care of her. You don't be going through all the stressful stuff that I be going through. Sure. I want to go out. I want to go to the club. I want to travel. I want to be able to get up at 2 a.m. and go hang with my friends if I want to do it. You don't be nowhere to be found.
What? I'm working. What are you talking about?
Doing what?
And you sound real selfish like that. Saying that. You sound real selfish.
I'm alone. You're supposed to be her father, and I'm alone.
I am her father, and I am here with her.
So where do you be at? Because you might as well be an active baby daddy, and I might as well put you on child support.
Oh my God.
To be honest.
Well, where the baby at right now?
With your mother.
With my mother.
Yeah, because you want to sit here and put
the camera. But she told me she was going to be here with you.
Why would she be here with me when I don't want her?
Oh my God, you sound real selfish, man. I don't even understand how we even going through this right now.
Because you don't be here. I gotta sit there and bathe your child every night. I gotta sit
But that's
here.
what you're supposed to do.
I gotta sit here and listen to your child cry about her father not being here every night. Well, I gotta put her to sleep. I gotta sit here and take her to the doctor when she's sick. I gotta sit here and take her in and out the store with a big car seat. Her car seat almost as big as me. They heavy. You don't be nowhere. I gotta take her in and out the store. I gotta sit there and get her hair done. Daycare expense. You barely help with that. You don't help pay no bills in this house. We living on Section 8. What are you here for? I don't want to do this alone. You wanted this kid. You sat there on your knees, crying, begging, sniffing mouth, saying that you want to keep your kid.
Yes, I want to keep it.
I didn't want this kid.
Okay, you waited 2 years. You waited 2 years, and now you want to give it up?
No, I didn't want her to give it up before she even got
but
here.
But you didn't.
Okay, because you said you was going to be here.
Oh, all right, and I'm here. So why we
You're
doing
here arguing with me, but you're not here when it counts. You're not here when it counts. So I don't want her. So you can either go pick her up from your mother's house, or she'll be at the fire station next week.
So I've had a chance to look at this video multiple times, and each time I look at it, I still have the same opinion about both of these young people. And I'm saying young people because while they're young, but also I'm trying to refrain from using the language that I want to use and call them. But I want to talk about this from two perspectives. One, as an attorney that handles family law cases and represent fathers primarily, and also one from a perspective of a mother, and in my case, a single parent. But first of all, I think both of these young people are equally immature and dangerous to each other and dangerous to the child. And the reason why is because they are young and they're mostly concerned about themselves and they're not concerned about the child. Because the reality of it is that when you have children, it is no longer about you. Okay, it's not about you want to go out and party and hang out in Miami and go to school and go do. It's not about you. And the same thing from the perspective of the father, you working all the time as if that's supposed to justify you not being there. Absolutely not. It is about the child. The child is an innocent person. The child is vulnerable. The child is fragile. The child is dependent upon you as mom and dad for their every need, especially a child that is this young. She's 2 years old. So it's not like this child can go out and get a job and take care of herself. It's not like this child can go and make her own food or even get money to go to the store and buy food so that she can make it for herself. These children that we have, they are financially, emotionally, and physically dependent upon adults. And in this case, parents. And so you have two young people who are just extraordinarily immature and selfish on all counts. However, I think the dad has much more redeemable qualities than the mom, because mom is like, screw this, I'm out. I don't care about this. I'm not interested. If you don't get her, she's going to be at the fire department come Monday. Dad's position is that, I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to get her and you're going to be paying child support. To me, that is much more redeemable because the child will know that she is loved at least by one parent and not so much by the other parent. The other reason why I think the mom is not as redeemable is because if that child hears what mom is saying, that will likely create a lot of trauma for that baby to know that she has been abandoned by her mom and that she doesn't love her, all because mom is tired. But let me tell you what I think about both of these folks and how we as a community can get past this, because this situation is real. Now, I oftentimes hear moms say stuff like this, but not necessarily saying that they're going to abandon the child. I hear them complain about how dad is always somehow busy. And in this case, this dad is always working. So first thing, I was a single parent. I was a single parent in college, and I also was a single parent in law school. And it is difficult. It is very hard when you are accustomed to hanging out with your friends and going to a club and going to a party and traveling, and all of that just cease. And now you have some person, this little innocent being, is dependent upon you. It is stressful, and it's difficult, and it is expensive. And so it is always better to have somebody to pick up the slack. And in this case, mom is really saying exactly what a lot of mothers are saying. And what I would say is that dad is not listening and he's not hearing. All he is keeps saying is that that's your job as a mother. That's your job. That's your job. That's your job. And she asked him, well, what is your job? And his response is, I'm working. And I want to talk about that.
This kid, you said you was gonna be here, you was gonna be the father, and you was gonna take care of what you need.
And that's what I'm doing.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to beat up on dad because it doesn't really matter if at the end of the day we're trying to solve the problem. So that's one of the other things that I talk about, is that it's not a matter of who's right, who's wrong, but it is a matter of trying to understand each other's perspective, right? So in this case, mom is saying I'm having to take her to daycare. Shoot, she's even paying for daycare. She's actually having to watch the baby, take the baby to school, to daycare. She has to take the child to the doctors, and he is not there. She's having to, when she go to the store, she got to pick up the car seat. The car seat is about her height. It's a lot of rest, a lot of work, and it is stressful. And she keeps saying that, and he is not hearing it. And then he said he's working, and she said, well, what are you working for? You ain't paying anything. We on Section 8. You're not paying any bills. She says she's paying for daycare, and he's not paying for that. And then he says he's a team player. That's what team player. And I agree, you should be a team. And then she asked, well, what kind of team is it? Why is that we can't call you when we need to pick up the baby, and we can't reach you? We got to call everybody around, and your mom is the one picking her up. Why you can't be reached? And his response again is working.
You sound so pathetic. You sound so pathetic right now. You know what I mean? You doing the thing, the essential things that a mother's supposed to.
Okay, what is the father supposed to do?
What you mean? I go work. The father go work, provide for the family, protect the family.
Because I pay for daycare. Your mother picks her up when I have to go to work.
Okay, it's a team, man. It's a family. It's a team effort. If I gotta handle some business.
You was a bench warmer, my dude.
Oh my
Like, you was a
God.
bench warmer.
Oh my God. Now I'm a bench woman.
Yes, because when your mother has to pick up our daughter, when I can't pick up your daughter, why can't we call you? Why we gotta call everybody in the family?
Because I'm working late. I'm working late. That's not
You
even.
work 24 hours a day?
I do.
Be for it.
But listen, but that don't mean for you to want to give up the child. That's
If you
crazy.
take her,
I will.
okay.
And I'm taking you to
have
court. And I'm putting you on child support.
You're not putting me in child support. I'm signing over all my rights right now.
Believe that? Wow.
Like what?
And you think that's cute?
I don't think it's cute, but I didn't want her. You did. So take care of her. You when I was in the delivery room, because I feel like your mother was there during the delivery room. Where were you?
That day I had to go put somebody.
So you was in the delivery room, but you want to say I look crazy.
But I came after the fact.
I think he is just wrong on every core. Both of them are wrong, but he's wrong too. Even when she was delivering the child, he was not even in the hospital room. And the video cuts off, but he was saying he was about to do this or had to do something for someone else. I have a client, and that he has been on the podcast, and he actually said the way that a child experience or know love is time. Time. Children do not equate love with how much money you are making. Children do not equate love with how much time you are working at home to provide the house or provide the clothes or provide the food. Children don't see that as love. Children understand love by the people that are around them, about the time that you take them to ballet practice or football practice, or you help them with their homework, or you taught them how to tie their shoe, or teach them how to potty train. That's what children see as love. And if you just take a deep look into your own self, I bet you yourself will understand. I know my mama loved me because she was always there. Well, I know my dad loved me because he taught me how to do this, versus a parent who was, just always, he was there physically, but only provided for food. And I've heard adult men say, because I do talk to a lot of men, they'll say, I would have loved to have heard my dad say, I love you. Even though he know his dad did love him, but he never showed it because he wasn't there. Now, that whole idea that the job of a father is to provide and do nothing else, you know, that would have worked maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, but that is some bull now. And so this young person is too young to be talking like that. And from my perspective, I think he's just making excuses. Like, why will you not be in the delivery room? And like I said, the video was about to cut off, and he was like, well, I had to. Nobody cares about what you had to do. Your girlfriend, who you asked to have this baby, is about to deliver your seed, and you ain't nowhere to be found. It is inexcusable. And then the audacity of this young man to sit up here and try to shame her. Dude, honestly, you should be ashamed to do this. I mean, I really just think, I just don't understand this. You are just as wrong as she is. This child did not ask to come into this world. You begged her to have it. So step up. Anyway, this is Attorney Hughes, your father's advocate, and I leave you once again with my message. Don't stop fighting. Your children do need you.